brought to a channel of light fluid. Yes, it's time for another episode of Supernova, and as you remember, we're on Superfang's route, so I'm not going to talk too much today. Let's get back to the story quickly. Write the exam in a daze, all but certain there's no salvaging my grade at this point. Once the allotted time is over, I head straight to the parking garage for my car, and from there follow Gil's directions to another one in the busy downtown area on Macmillan Avenue. I make a brief stop to check out the actual safe house. It looks much like the other one did. After that, it's a quiet ride down a wide tunnel. Hey Gil, something occurred to me just now. Before, I figured the Baron might have created you. Was it actually Copycat? I didn't have a singular creator, Templar. You are, however, correct that Copycat was one of them. With the Baron? I'm afraid that is not the case. Her spouse was my primary creator. Cool. She's married to a tech guy, huh? He is no longer alive. Oh. I'm sorry? There is no need to apologize. Never mind. Would it be rude to ask Gil if he's even self-aware? He never called himself an artificial intelligence as far as I remember. In the end, I decided I'd rather ask one of the Sentinels, or maybe Copycat herself since Vince wants to introduce us. I just hope she's not like the Baron, doesn't react as negatively to me taking over the mantle of a former superhero teammate. I have enough of that crap between the Rat and Daniel. Not they don't have good reasons to be upset. The tunnel opens back in the cave already seen. Within a couple of minutes I'm with Vince in the meeting room. Before we get to any sort of training, however, he gives me a quick tour of the base. We go through 3 levels, with the bottom one housing some critical functions in the cave that I just arrived in. The second level has several training rooms, and since we'll be there later anyway, we skip it for now. The topmost part is stuff I'm already well familiar with. Apart from that, there's an elevator that leads to the surface, which is hidden in the hollow of a tree, a room for data processing, and a simple lab, which I'm guessing was in use more when Copycat was still around. Finn shows me his quarters. To my amusement, his room is overflowing with Superfang merch. He shows me Templars, and my quarters too. Unlike Vince's room, there's nothing unique about it, no posters or other decorations. There's a few pieces of furniture and nothing else of interest. I'm guessing Gil cleaned it out sometime in the last few days. Apart from the lack of windows, it could pass as a generic bedroom in any house or apartment. Vince must sense I'm not comfortable being there, and we don't linger for long. Instead, we at last head down to the second level, where Vince shows me a bunch of similar white rooms, all dedicated to whatever training the team may need. Did you get all your training here? Well, when I first discovered I had powers, I signed up for some boxing lessons at my university. Maybe we should do something like that too. I think I saw a flyer at the gym the other day. You could, but you don't need to. You'll be more than enough. I have a good teacher too. Yes, you're right. Vince scratches the back of his head, smiling at me. By the way, for me so far it's been all about hitting hard and ending things quickly. Or rather hard enough but not too hard. We've got to be careful with these things. But point is, my style is all about overwhelming someone's defences. My enhanced strength and durability are great for that. Your armour gives you the same ability to go on the offensive safely, so it should mesh well together. It makes sense. I do feel stronger when wearing the armour too. Oh yeah, I was meaning to mention something regarding that. Remember how the Baron said the bracelet repairs your body faster? Mm-hmm. So, I'm going to go ahead and guess that it means you can push yourself with your workouts much harder than a regular person, and do it more often. Oh, does this mean I have to start living at the gym? Vince laughs and pats my shoulder. Just for a short time, but think of the results. True, already started anyway, intend to commit. Plus, I suspect the increase in strength I wear the armour is proportional, so it's all the more important. That's a spirit. I glance at the bracelet, at the warrior's image etched into its surface. That's what I need to become. Want to get started then? What did you have in mind? I'd go put a little regimen together for us. Nothing major. Well, let's ease into it. You can summon the armour and mace, but leave the helmet off for now. I start with the armour. Despite my intent, however, it forms in full, and I have to make the helmet disappear afterwards. Oh, I haven't tried the mace out yet, by the way, so it might take me a moment. No problem. Alright. I open the palm of my left hand, close my eyes and concentrate like I do when summoning the armour. I feel the weight of the handle form before I even look. When I open my eyes, however, I see it's a bit longer than I expected, and attached at the end is the head of a hammer. Oh. Vince is staring at it with the same confusion I'm feeling. The handle is the same reddish material the bracelet is made of, with overlapping spiral designs running its length, while the head seems to be made of iron. Guess we should have expected this to change too, huh? I was thinking about the mace, though. I don't get it. The bracelet has a mind of its own, it seems. Well, no worries. A warhammer is cool too. Packs more of a punch for sure. You're right. I can work with this. I give the weapon a tentative swing. Realizing it's meant to be wielded with both hands, I grasp the handle of my right arm as well. Not as heavy as you'd expect. Same is true for the armour though. Swing it around some more, I get a better feel for the best way to grip it. Pretty fun, all things considered. We're about to train for a bit. Huh? It takes me a moment to realise Vince isn't speaking to me. Sure thing, Baron. Sorry, Nick. Let's pause here for now. The Baron wants to chat with you. Oh, great. Couldn't it wait? You can just find me here after you're done. That'll take too long. Fine. Where is he? Meeting room. I glance down the hammer. It fades out of existence, leaving a faint outline that vanishes in a blink. The armour follows. Okay, be right back. The Baron is standing with his back turned to me, examining something on one of the many wall monitors. You wanted to talk? Good day to you too, Raccoon. Yeah, hi. How's the training going? Good, although you should know the whole me pretending to be old Templar thing ain't gonna work. The armour looks different now. He's silent for a moment. No matter. Unlikely to have lured that wolf out anyway. Not now he knows we're on high alert. Any progress on that front? Yes, which is why I called you here. Look. He points to the screen he was looking at moments ago. It's shown a low-resolution video recording of some kind. The view is of a street I'm not familiar with. The Baron taps something toward the top right corner. There is it's a dark speck with a distinct green outline. Is that... You tell me. I gulp and look closer. Yeah, I think so. I see. Where? Near the docks, a week ago, about 15 minutes before you saw him. Probably already fighting, right? Most likely. It's pretty far from Magnolia Hills. Think Templar just stumbled upon him in the middle of some crime and it's escalated from there? Did it look like a fight over a petty crime to you? No, maybe not. Think about it, Raccoon. We're well known. Most criminals just run when they see us. The stupid ones try and take us out, sure. But even those know not to push it to the point where we're forced to choose between our lives and theirs. This wolf had no such reservations, which means he was after something. A Templar's life, most likely. A chill runs down my spine. Why? That's what I'd love to find out. Could it be the bracelet? Could be, but I have my doubts. Gil is scouring through more security footage from that day. Maybe there'll be more leads. What's our next move? I'm part of the team. Yes. That's the best thing you can do right now is follow the champ's lead. Learn to use the armor and stay out of trouble until you're ready. Okay. Right, I'll get back to Fang. He doesn't respond, turning back to the screens again, and I leave the meeting room in silence. Back in the training room, I gloss over my discussion with the Baron, trusting the rat will update Vince on the situation himself. If anything productive would come out of our discussion here, I'd rather not ruin the mood of at least one of us. Vince runs me through several lightweight combat routines while pretending to be an opponent. I think he might be sensing my heart's not in it anymore, however. We break a bit early. On the way out, we run into Nisus. The fox is wearing his hood this time, looking distracted as the two of us greet him. Hey, Nisus. Hi. Well, he's got to finish with Nick's first combat training. How did that go? Pretty good, I'd say. Looks like I'm not hopeless. You did great. Only because I have you two. Did you give more thought to what Sarah said? What about it? The fox narrows his eyes at me, looking annoyed. I exchange confused looks with Vince. Is something wrong? No, nothing. Carry on, I have some business to take care of. Nisus disappears down the hallway, leaving me scratching my head. What was that about? Oh, I'm not sure. I'll talk to him later. No, don't. I'll do that when he's free. Oh, sure. Anyway, so you're all done with exams, right? Yep. I don't want to mess with your work schedule or anything. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's do another training here tomorrow, then have a night out in the city on Saturday. How does that sound? That sounds great. You need a ride to the city? Oh, no, you go ahead. I'll see you tomorrow. See you, Vince. Figuring I should keep myself fresh to the training, I skip gym and go for a light jog. Lucas greets me in the common room when I get back. I just got off the phone with Mom. Everything alright? Yeah, she just wants me to go home for the break. Cool. Flying out soon. Can't make my mind up yet. I'll decide by tonight. Oh, shoot, that reminds me. My mom invited us both over this weekend. And you didn't think to mention this until now? Oh, whatever. I don't have time for it anyway. I'll reschedule with her. How come? Remember that internship I mentioned? I want to do some prep for the interview. Oh, when is it? Next Monday. Huh, okay. Is that why you're not doing that tabletop thing with the others? Yeah. What about the party at James's? Didn't know there was one. Yeah, Wednesday night. There'll be a lot of people with a break and all. I think Jess is going. Yeah, that sounds cool. I might swing by. Nice. You got me going too then. What about El Paso? I'm not feeling it right now. I'll see my folks after finals. Okay then. I'll be out again for today. See you later. Hanging out with anyone? Nah. Gonna prep for the interview. I'm right here if you need mock practice. No need. I'm pretty confident about that part. Just gotta make sure my knowledge is up to par. Alright. Good luck. Thanks. Today's training turns out to be much more involved than last time. The VR room Vince showed me yesterday is much fancier than I thought, with Gil constructing elaborate sets for me. Superfang doesn't sit idly by either, taking the opportunity to demonstrate his skills, albeit against virtual opponents. I watched him swing one by the arm, sending the neon-lit figure flying into a wall. Show off. Well, excuse me, I can't do it for real, so I'll take this opportunity to showboat. You can't? Of course not. No hurting people needlessly, remember? Okay, fair enough. I would break a few bones. I'm not buying the argument. I've seen your socials. You show off plenty. Well, maybe a little. Man, you belong on the stage. Why'd you ever quit? Vince sighs, shrinking back down to his regular form. I mean, that was just a hobby. Yeah, I know. It'd be so easy to get some gigs, and you've got the looks for it. Oh, thanks. Nah, it wouldn't work for me. Alright, you know best. I guess I can be glad that you're not an ass like most pre-meds I know. The students with me were nice. Right. Really? I'm still friends with some of them. How about you introduce me to them and I'll be the judge? Sure, I'll try to find the time for it. Neat. Alright, what else do you have in store for me today? Oh, Gil can throw anything at you pretty much. The facility has a wide array of predefined scenarios, Templar. Alright, just give me a moment, I guess. This is all pretty amazing, Gil. The government does stuff like this too, but I believe it's kept secret for now. Huh? And how do you know that? Oh, Greg showed me Spec's training facilities at one point. Yeah. Well, what? It's Greg. I don't like him. Well, how come? He's very helpful. He's a government crook. Well, Spec does good work. You should meet their superheroes sometime. I was pretty close to joining up myself if it hadn't been for the Sentinels. For real? Yup. I'm glad you didn't. Vince nods but doesn't respond, so I look instead to the ceiling. Alright, Gil, how about something with multiple opponents? Vince stays out of it this time around, only stepping in to give me suggestions on my fighting technique. I practiced swinging the hammer too, but discovered it's a little too impractical to use. Not this bad as a weapon, quite the opposite. It's a little too strong to hit someone with, unless I do it so slow it might as well be tapping them with a stick. Not unlike Superfang throwing virtual opponents around earlier, this hammer could be used to shatter some bones. It's doubtful I'll have reasons to do so. The Baron said it himself. Life or death scenarios are rare, unless we're dealing with someone truly unhinged. Likely some regular thugs will give me reasons to fight for survival. Well, this means I'll neglect practicing with the weapon, not with the likes of him out there. How was that? Oh good, I think that's enough for today. Yeah, I think so too, but this was fun. Agreed. You'll be a pro in no time. Can't be a pro at everything so fast, Vince. Flying still felt more natural somehow, even if I'd been in some traps before. You used to fight with people. Something tells me Vince wouldn't approve of what I got up to in the last couple of years of high school. Yeah, we joked about it the other day. I can tell he'd share my ex's opinions on this matter. Nothing to worry about. You said he'd be out in the city tomorrow. Well, if you're still up for it. Hell yeah. We'll make it a nighttime adventure again then. Sounds good. For now I'm gonna go clean up. It gets hot in the armor. Will you be okay alone? I kinda need to run, take care of some errands. Yeah, no worries. Vince gives me a double thumbs up and we split up. No awkward run-ins with nieces this time. Still no idea what that was about. I'm tempted to ask Gil if the fox has been around today, even to patch me through to him. I think I'd rather wait for a better moment to talk about it. Hopefully Nieces was just in a bad mood. After a morning in more gym time with the reluctant Lucas, followed by an uneventful afternoon, I'm back on the downtown rooftop with Superfang. Ready for some more flying? Oh, you know it. I'm beyond just one street this time. I was hoping you'd say that. Oh? Well, let's go dockside. I don't mind, but why there? I have a feeling we'll run into a friend of mine. I feel a rush of excitement at the realization that a friend like that has got to be a superhero. Followed by suspicion when I remember that Vince was talking about having me meet some spec shills not so long ago. But even so, this sounds fun enough. Well, sure, either way. And he's off. I step off the edge. But Superfang doesn't stop to wait for me. Instead, he leaps to a lower rooftop to our right, forcing me to abruptly change course. You doing okay, buddy? Yep, keep going, I'm right behind you. And just like that, I'm soaring over downtown Nova City, nervousness having melted away by now to give way to a sense of exhilaration I've never known before. Soon we're in the crammed neighbourhoods of West Side. Minutes after that, I see the darkness of the ocean approaching. Vince finally comes to a stop. Landing next to him, I survey the area. We're about 5 floors above street level. Below, I see a bunch of broken street lamps and boarded up windows. A charming spot. Yeah, I prefer the downtown views. So, what? We just chill here? Yep, just keep the armour on so we're easy to notice. Okay. Fang sits on the edge and lets his legs hang free. I join him. So, who's this friend of yours? Well, it's a surprise. I figured. We could spar a little if you'd like. You know, I've been kind of curious if I can take a full punch from you. Oh. I'd rather not. If you don't get hurt, I might send you hurtling across the street. I ain't scared. Come on, I apologise for the interruption. There's a robbery in progress in your area. Whoa, sweet. Well, we can stop them. Of course. I was hoping something like this would happen, actually. It's a rough neighbourhood. Sweet. Let's go. The convenience store being robbed is just 3 blocks down from where we were chilling. We arrive just as 4 figures in hoodies emerge from inside and start sprinting down the street. Well, I'll cut them off. Yeah, sounds good. As Vince leaps away, I land and glance into the store to check if anybody's hurt. A ram, who must be the owner, stares at me wide-eyed from behind the window while flailing his arms in the direction the robbers ran off to. Message received. I zip after them. One of the robbers looks behind as the group's turning the corner in the alley and lets out a surprised yelp at seeing me. Holy fuck, it's Templar! One of the others yells to the group to scatter, and they do, with 2 continuing to sprint down the street while the rest swerve into the alley. Hey, wait a sec. Damn it. My feet touch the ground again and I consider which group to follow, while deciding Vince will have an easy time cutting off the 2 in the alley. I catch up the other 2 within seconds. One of them stumbles and crashes into his buddy, and both of them end up in a heap on the sidewalk. Now what do you think you... A flash of light accompanies the thunderous gunfire. The bullet hits me in the chest plate, I barely feel the impact, and it ricochets off someone into the darkness. Rolling my eyes, I grab the gun by the muzzle and yank it. The robber doesn't try to resist. I throw it aside and look at what I have. A teenage lion, with his buddy, also a teenager, a wombat, just now crawling from under him. Now what is this? Sorry, I didn't mean to. Well, you can get a gun, kid. The lion just whimpers in response. Damn it. Don't want to hand over a bunch of teens to the cops. Fuck cops. I can't just let them go either. They did just rob a store and this dumbass tried to shoot me. Alright, back we go. Don't try anything stupid. I don't have to tell them twice. So I march them back. The lion stares down with his shoulders slumped, trembling, while the wombat keeps throwing fearful glances in my direction. By the time we're back, Vince has already rounded up the remaining 2 and he's taken a selfie with them. Seriously? The store owner's bemusement is in sharp contrast to the excited looks on the face of the 2 teens with Superfang. Thank you so much, Templar. I called the police. They should be here soon. I nodded at Ram, then turned to Vince and shoved the line forward. This one tried to shoot me. I panicked. The teenager mumbles, cringing, while I shrug my shoulders. Vince raised his eyebrows in response, but says nothing while we wait for the cops to arrive. The police round the boys up while we watch from a nearby rooftop. Vince gave them a brief statement on what happened. Yes, that's it. My first act as a superhero. Are you okay? Yeah, I don't know. What business did a bunch of teens have robbing a small store? I think that line was 16 at most. Oh, well, told them to stay in school once they're out again. Oh, Vince. Well, at least nobody got hurt. Guess I expected a bit more excitement. Which sounds almost absurd coming out of my mouth, given I got shot. But what's a regular bullet to Templar? Oh, this was just a taste, no? Just remember how grateful that Ram was we got his money back. And even the kids wanted to pick with me. I chuckle at that. Before I can respond, I notice Vince staring at something behind me. I turn my head to see a figure floating in our direction, standing on some kind of semi-transparent yellow platform. Alright, just stand aside and let me handle this one. Huh? Is that some kind of trouble? Well, it's just Hex. No need to worry. As the platform approaches the edge of the rooftop, off steps a hyena clad in a bright yellow suit. I thought I made it pretty clear this was my territory, Superfang. Outlaws don't get to claim territory, I'm afraid. Yet I'm very willing to defend it if I have to. Ah! Vince tenses and dashes straight to the hyena. A barrier forms between them as the hyena raises one arm. Vince crashes into it, cracking it instantly. Another forms between the two. This time Vince smashes a fist into it. And again it cracks and falls apart. The hyena raises his arms. Some of the barriers flicker into life on the wrist-mounted harnesses, but it's too late. Superfang is on him. In a blink he has a hyena in a headlock. The latter can do nothing but sputter as he tries to get out of his predicament. In vain. Ow, ow, okay, enough, bang! That was easy. I told you to make them harder to break. Screw you, I can't control how hard they are. Generate them faster. Laughing, Vince finally lets go and steps back. Sorry. The hyena grumbles, rubbing his neck before turning to me. To my surprise, with a smile. Hi, Templar. Hello? This is Hex, another buddy of mine. As you can see, they're a fellow superhero. Yeah, thanks for the humiliating intro. Anywho, nice to meet you, Templar. You're from Fangear, you're brand new at this. So let me welcome you to this life. He mentioned that, huh? Oh yeah, don't worry. I've cleared it with the rest of the team. Not much point hiding anymore since... Well, either way. Okay, guess that makes sense. Oh, don't mention this meeting the others though, because... They're not official with spec, I guessed. Fine by me. Yeah, I'm glad. You had your predecessor a much more hardline approach to the matter. Yeah, see nothing wrong with keeping your independence. We're in agreement on that. So I see you two stopped a robbery. Yup, Templar's first mission ever. Heh, cherry popped? Nice. How was it? It was... okay. Honestly, it was nothing special. I expected a bit more fun. Well, if you're looking for some fun, I might have something for you. Oh, we're all ears. Oh, it's good. See, I was trying to deal with some gangsters the other day. One of the bastards whipped out some kind of freaking energy rifle. Blasted straight through my barriers, almost vaporized my head. Needless to say, not a toy I'd expect an average gang member to have. So I did some digging. I'm pretty sure I know where these high-tech weapons are being delivered and when. All I need is a couple of partners to bust them. Well, heck, I'm in. Yeah, same. Whoa, hold on. I don't know about you, Templar. Oh, please. If you're worried, I promise to stay out of the way. At least let me come and watch. Vince opens his mouth to say something. Before he can do that, Hex raises a hand and wags their index finger at us. Hold up now. Not the enthusiasm, but not so fast. I have some conditions. I tell you where this is going down. We go together, you get your fun, and I get all the credit. That doesn't sound fair. Oh, it's fair, alright. I know how these things go. If you make it known you were there, you'll have to deny cooperating with a vigilante, and then I get shafted. So if we do this together, the cops and the media hear that I went at it solo. We'll have to think about that. Think away. Just be in touch soon. I'll be off for now. Enjoy the rest of your night. And again, welcome to the superhero life, Templar. Thanks. Hyena waves, turns around and steps onto a newly formed horizontal barrier, which promptly floats away into the distance. Hey, seem nice. Oh, for sure. I'm kind of surprised you be hanging out with vigilantes too. I thought you liked Spec. Hey, I said like all heroes, didn't I? Regardless of bureaucracy, and I've been trying to persuade Hex to go legit. Huh, I see. Think I'll take the proposal. Don't mind passing on credit for a job sometimes. Cool, I don't mind either. I don't know. I'm a bit worried. Come on. Apprehending teenage robbers can't be what Templar is doing for the next few months. Let's have some fun. He hesitates, scratching the top of his head, but smiles at me in the end. Alright, fine. I can give you a safe, no problem. Sweet. We can keep trading for now. I'll get the details from Hex and then we can make a plan. Sounds good to me. Alright, back we go then. I think this is enough for one night. Yeah, sure. Just keep me in the loop. Will do, buddy. Will do. Interlude. The champion. The heavy door lets out a shrill sound as the guard swings it open for me. With the main entrance closed at night, I pay my visit from a side alley. The guard swings his submachine gun like an idiot as he scans my face. At least his buddy, can't really stand off the side observing me, seems to have a good trigger discipline. The boss is waiting for you upstairs. He points to the elevator down the hall. Top floor. He gets a nod in response. I can feel their eyes on my back as I press the button. Hate these things. Always feels like I'm stepping into a trap. Even if I know I could bash my way out of here, it puts me on edge. Worse than usual. Of course, there's a camera staring at me from the corner. I stare right back, counting the seconds till the elevator finally goes up to my destination. I'm greeted by 2 more guards as I step into the hallway. Not many are stationed across the building. With how tall it is, the main concern will be guarding the elevator shafts. Unless your enemies can fly. Up on the roof. Yes, the bull isn't concerned about that. Oh, he has more tricks up his sleeve to ensure his safety. I've got to keep an eye out. What's my host doing up there anyway? The bull is across from me, speaking to some woman I don't know. But while he is the one I came to talk with, it's the rest of the people on the roof that draw my eye. The man leaning against the wall to my right with his arms crossed to his chest. He was there the last time too. The night before, the tiger is dressed like the guards from downstairs, but he's not visibly armed. My presence only elicits a raised eyebrow, for he goes back to looking bored, his posture completely relaxed. Meanwhile, off to the side at the edge of the building, another man, a zebra, is tied to a chair and gagged. The only thing separating him from a very long fall is the waist-high concrete. What the hell did I just walk into? There's clearly some kind of meeting, so I hang back, waiting for it to be concluded. This has nothing to do with me. That doesn't last. As soon as the bull spots me, he waves at me to approach. So I do, making sure my back's not to the tiger. I'm not about to have him out of my sight. Oh, looky here, my favourite wolf. And Mr. Norton. One of your men? Yeah, I wish. What do you say, Megaton? The offer's still wide open. Don't call me that. You are losing that, boy. It's a great name. But if you don't like it, have some more suggestions. No need. Yeah, fine. It doesn't matter. I'll let you get back to your meeting. Nonsense. I got nothing to hide you. Not from you two, anyway. Isn't that right, Earl? That last one's apparently dressed in the zebra, who tries to shout something muffled in response. Ah, pretty fucking boring. I'll deal with you real soon, don't you worry. I can ask what is happening here. I'm wondering the same, lady. Oh, what? Him? Well, Lady Zhao, as I've been telling you, I recently concluded a really very interesting business deal. And this absolute genius decided after 15 years of working for me, 15 years where I'd shown nothing but goodwill, by the way, he'd run off and sell me out. Can you fucking believe it? Right to the Northern Syndicate, and he thought I wouldn't find out. There's another round of muffled shouting. I'm guessing the zebra is trying to dispute the account. Seems like his side of the story will remain untold. This deal, it is connected to why you called me here? Oh yes, you see this fella, calls himself the Arbiter, has provided me some truly unique weapons. Next level stuff. Energy beams, lasers, the works. I don't really got 'em. There's more to sell and we have an exclusive agreement. Sounds like a small kid excited about a new Christmas toy. The likes of him, that's exactly what it is. I slowly unclench my fist, conscious of the tiger's gaze. This is not why I'm here. I see. Happy for you, Norton? Yeah, you'll be a little more excited when I show you these babies in action. And of course, I've been offering you a slice of the cake, Lady Zhao. You'll be my most valuable partner after all. The Red Panda raises her eyebrows in apparent surprise. Am I the only one to receive this offer? Yeah, I consider inviting old Jimmy too, then he decided to hire my men out from under me. I see. It's hard. The Northern Syndicate's clearly after something. My sources tell me they've been messing with the occult. I didn't expect to be hearing so much about what's going on in the criminal underworld in Nova City tonight. Well, at least it's good to know this scum is not entirely getting along. The Red Panda is probably some higher up in the drug operation I know has been causing a headache for the police in recent years. Oh, I could decapitate 2 criminal enterprises right here and now. But that's not my fight. Not their matter anyway. Kill one bastard, another comes along to take their place. A cult? Yep, who knows what shit they're trying to pull with that. Well, I know Jimmy acquired some magical trinket recently, but not to worry, he'll be relieved of it soon. What does it do? Norton shrugs. Makes magic easy to use at distance, something, the way it's explained to me. The response makes me blink, my ears perking up. This could be something we need. Oh, he has someone who can use it? Go and be surprised. You sent your men to steal it? No, I quite had a major do it for me. This funny little Martin. With the intent to delve into the occult yourself? And I told I wouldn't trust that elk as far as I could throw them. Well, to be fair, I could throw this Martin pretty far. He laughs at his own joke, while Zhao stares off across the city, her expression thoughtful. I have to think fast on how to approach this. It could be nothing for all I know, not something I'm going to waste my own time pursuing. But if Norton is right... You trust him to bring it back for you? You don't want his payment, no? Like I care about the object anyway, he can have it. Give it to me. Oh, don't you have an interest in magic? I stay quiet, knowing I can't come up with a believable story to justify my request. Luckily, that seems good enough for the bull. You know what? Sure, I'll call it a favour you'll owe me. Those words make me grind my teeth, but I nod. Whatever keeps him happy, for now. Regardless, Jonathan, we have no need of extra arms. Although your offer is much appreciated. I think I might be gunning for you right now. Doesn't mean I'll ignore you for long, Zhao. I don't see why. We have no rivalry. That's why I like you. No grasping for things beyond your reach. Maybe she doesn't challenge you. Norton is very used to being at the top. He has been there for a long time. It's not just Jimmy anyway. The supers are growing more and more brazen. We need more measures to protect ourselves. Are your current measures not enough? She's looking at the tiger. So I was right. Yeah, good enough for now. They can't be everywhere. Some of my men had an unpleasant encounter with that Sentinel's fox not long ago. I'd like to deter that kind of action. You won't have to worry about that. The Sentinels are going to be preoccupied. Searching for me. Not that I'm about to tell him that. Won't let paranoia keep scum like him in check. There's one thing the capes are good for. That would be it. I am more than capable of keeping our operation secure, I assure you. Norton rolls his eyes. Seems he won't take no for an answer. But not this easily. Still, I'm surprised the Red Panda's continued refusal. Without having seen any of these weapons of his, I can tell the bull is serious. Maybe she really is that convinced she can stay out of trouble and beneath notice. Or maybe something else is at play here. A part of me wants to look into it. The part that just can't fucking let go. Norton, meanwhile, with that ever-present smile of his, takes his phone out. Bring the big one up, boys. I think a demonstration is in order. But damn, he really is like a child itching to show off a new toy. The panda looks as unenthusiastic as I'm feeling. Our eyes meet. She takes a long drag of the cigarette before she turns her attention back to the bull. Norton's wasting my time and have to play along, so he has the reach we need. Two of his men emerge onto the rooftop, one carrying a ridiculous, well, I suppose I could call it a gun. But all looks almost like it should be the barrel of a modern artillery cannon. Norton grasps it around the middle. The muscles on his arms strain with the effort, but he maintains his cheerful expression. Zhao and I follow him to the centre of the rooftop where he takes aim at his target. Zebra squirms madly in his restraints, eyes crazed as his words are rendered incomprehensible by a piece of cloth in his mouth. He succeeds in toppling to the side, still bound to the chair. Norton lowers the gun. Set him up. The guards get the chair upright again, even as the zebra continues jerking around. Don't worry, I'll make sure your family is taken care of. Wouldn't want Trader Sword running around now, would we? With that, he takes aim again, and... the blast leaves a hole the size of 2 fists in the man's torso, the chair, and the concrete railing behind him. Perfectly circular. Zebra shakes violently once, then slumps forward. Heh. We stand in silence as the bull hands the weapon back to his men. That's impractical. Norton chuckles. Oh, I know. I just find this some fun. The rest are far more suited for everyday use. Everyday use. I could be a little turret up here with this. What do you think? Shoot some capes out of the sky. That wouldn't go over well. I'm kidding. Loosen up, you two. Zhao is still staring at the corpse, with slight distaste, I think. Shame about the damage you're building. Comment is met with more laughter from Norton. So, you want some of this? I'm offering a good deal, Lady Zhao. No, I'm afraid my answer is going to stay the same. I feel very secure in my activities, Norton. But I appreciate your generosity. You can count on my support should you ever even need it. When you say so. Can we talk about why I'm here? Yes, of course. I raise my eyebrows as I look at Zhao. Then back at Norton. The guy doesn't realise what I mean or doesn't take the hint. The panda isn't in a rush to leave either. Fine, it's like her knowing will affect anything. Anything new then? As a matter of fact, yes. He retrieves a folded piece of paper from his pocket and hands it to me. The map of the southeastern part of the city with the blocks circled in red. It's here, underground. My heart starts to beat faster. I also found there's a second facility. I look up at him sharply. Where? I don't know yet. Can you find out? My contacts are looking. I nod, fold the map up again and put it in my belt pouch. I'll be back next week. Don't have the info by then. It's not that they'll be on very high alert if you attack too soon. I can feel the pulse in my ears. The data we've been looking for. Well, it has to be there. If not this lab, then the other one. But as much as my fists are itching, Bull is right. Can't miss opportunity by acting too hasty. Fine. I'll wait until we have both locations. Yeah, boy. Calm now. Gotta keep my fists unclenched. Thanks. Yeah? I need any of that. I want the damn thing's gone as much as you do. No favours owed, unless you end up taking my magical haul. I'll wait for your Martin's return. I point to the edge of the rooftop. And mind if I skip the elevator? Be my guest. I nod. As I'm about to walk off, the red panda touches my arm softly. Can we have a word? I think my guest has intrigued you, Lady Zhao. Certainly. Is it too much to presume? Not at all. He winks at her and strides over to the tiger instead. If so isn't in his employ, Norton's very open with you about his affairs, isn't he? I hope I'll agree to work for him if I see how he runs his show. Is he wrong to have that hope? Yes. I see. May I suggest something? I have and own a bathhouse, the White Lotus. You should pay a visit sometime. You look like you could use some time to relax. I'm not looking for extra work. Nor am I offering. But I suspect I know what you're after, and I might have something you'll find interesting. And if not, you'll have a pleasant evening of rest. What's your angle, Panda? I don't know what she could possibly have that would help me more than what Norton is doing. She doesn't give me the time to ask. Instead, she touches my arm again, smiling faintly, and walks over to the bull. Damn woman. With no other nonsense keeping me here, I finally take off. It had been windy on top of the building, but it's even more unpleasant of here. Nova sprawls underneath, the trail of light stretching from the edge of the ocean to the hills in the west where they get lost in the dark. I hate this city. No, maybe I just hate the view from this vantage point. But then why am I up here? Why do I come back? The metal of the soldier tags is cold against my chest. You'd have liked the view, wouldn't you, Tommy? The thought fills me with anger. No, you wouldn't. You'd have hated it as much as I do. You're never stupid. Not like me. I've stalled him. I don't know why. Maybe because after this, there will truly be no turning back. No, that's a lie too. There's already no turning back. I killed Templar after all. We knew what would happen. She knew he wouldn't listen to us and I'd be forced to fight him. We both did. Maybe that's why it happened. Because, just like me, she wanted to make sure she couldn't change her mind. I should have taken that damn bracelet. Maybe the new Templar will have the good sense to stay out of it. My dry laughter is lost in the wind. Yeah, right. The girl on the phone is busy. I let out a sigh, staring at the screen for several moments before I pressed the button. How did it go? I have one location. One? The boss said there are 2 facilities in the area. And he didn't have both? No, but he promised to deliver the other one soon. Well, fuck. I guess we wait for now. Send me the details. I'll scout. Oh, they shouldn't attack yet. They'll have too much time to prepare for the second strike. I'm not going to attack. You're the one picking fights. I can't suppress a growl. I didn't. Yeah, I know. Either way, I'll stick to the shadows and see what we're dealing with. Fine. I have something else that might help us. The Vold said the Syndicate has some relic that amplifies magic. He sent someone to steal it away and agreed to give it to me. A relic? What kind? I don't know. Extends the range? This could solve the problems we've been having. I'll solve the problem we've been having. Well, I'm many and not the most pressing right now. Assuming I can even use it. Oh, why not? Okay, imagine I gave you a math problem in German. Could you solve it? I don't know. Maybe I could. You'll recognize the numerals. Maybe some words, but you'd have to figure out what the problem even is and then come up with a solution. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Get the item, I'll see if it's any good. The magic talk always flies over my head. Umbra knows it. It doesn't matter as long as that magic does what we need. My understanding is irrelevant. Yeah, I'll go now. What's your rush? I have a date. What? With who? A bottle of vodka. Wake up. Yeah, how's your arm? Still aches. Well, sorry about that. I did what I could. I know. It doesn't matter. I can do my job. Job right now is to lay low. Send me that location. I'll be in touch after I pay the visit. Fine. I returned the phone to my pocket and let myself drift through the empty air. I'll make it all work. It's a promise we made to ourselves. It won't be long now. Why pick you an impossible battle? Huh? My body is suddenly heavy. Thoughts become sluggish as my vision blurs. Am I falling? A voice I don't know has filled my head, but I can barely understand what it's saying. Did someone speak? Be this ambition? Love? No. It is anger. What? Fight then, my wolf. Let this be your gauntlet. Victory or defeat, it matters not. Only that you fight. The fog lifts. I'm on another rooftop staring down at the street. It's a lone car driving up the avenue. No people in sight. It's dark here. The light from the street lamps doesn't reach this high. And something happened just now. I can swear it's just flying far above. I don't remember touching down. I half expect Umbra to jump out the shadows in that unnerving way of his. He enjoys messing with my head far too much. But I'm certain there's nobody else here. Look, I'm losing it. No, I lost it a long time ago. I turned from the shadows and looked back to the city. All that's left now is to finish what we started. So that's it for the current episode of Supernova and that build. So we will probably discover more about this wolf in the future. And rest assured we will be carrying on with Supernova as we get more Superfang updates. And don't forget, you can always download it off itch.io and see what's going on in the Baron and Nisis as well, because I am playing those in my own time. I don't have time to do everything on video. But I hope you enjoyed that one. And before we wrap up, I can tell you that next week will be more Remember the Flowers. We might be getting some more Socially Awkward soonish. I'm not quite sure what Monchi has planned, but I'll fit that in when I can. It's going to be a short video, so I'll probably do that as a weekday one. And then also coming up, we do have more Password with Tyson's scenes, as we're going to do a quick summary of what's been going on with Ty and Dave there before we reach the grand finale. It's almost there. And talking about Password makes me think of Grizz, who of course is the mastermind behind Password. Does all the art, all the writing, coding and whatnot, and he is one of my top level patrons, along with Burnt Toast, Kartek, Gobus Visser, Legacy Bucciarati, Lark Huskerton, Bastian, Brian Hall, Tiger Cub, Ida Corval, Anubis Silverwind, Dissonance, Spiderling, Kopi, Sindri Dragawolf, Marcus, Evan King, Exac, Aaron Fox, Mohammed Al-Zamel, Andy Peng, Samuto, Omar, Big Booty Judy, and Nova Starman. So special thanks to all of those, and thanks to all of my patrons, as usual. And yes, there will be something new maybe coming up soon. I'm not quite sure how it will go with some of these things, but I'm making some plans for the spring, which is nowhere near yet, at least here. I don't know what it's like with you. Oh, you might be heading into autumn by this point, depending on where you are. But enough of the weather. That's it for tonight. Wait, I feel like I'm doing a close down on BBC Wales now. We've just had a quick update on what's going to be coming up in the programmes, and now the weather. Now all we need is the clock and Henry Van Hadai to finish off. You know what I'm on about, do you? That's fair. Okay, that is it for now, so thank you for watching. Until next time, bye for now.